when another parent calls your daughter a thug? My 11-year-old daughter Tempest broke a boy's nose, and honestly, I was more annoyed she didn't finish the job. I was flipping pancakes when my doorbell started getting slapped like somebody died. I opened the door and boom, there's Mrs. Sinclair, red-faced and foaming, dragging her son Griffin up my porch with blood all over his shirt. Behind her stood 5 more boys, looking like they were about to testify and cry. She points at my daughter and screams, "Your daughter is a thug!" And my daughter, standing there calm, staring at Griffin's face like she was grading her own work. Mrs. Sinclair storms in yelling, "She attacked my son! This is assault! I'm talking charges! Jail! Jail? Lady, my child still sleeps with a stuffed penguin and thinks ginger ale cures death. Calm down," I said. "Everybody inside before I become the second incident today." Now I got burnt pancakes, 6 twitchy boys, 1 loud mother, and my daughter over there checking her knuckles like she just got off shift. I said, "Okay, somebody better start talking before I lose my manners." Mrs. Sinclair starts hollering, "These boys were just playing at the park and your daughter jumped Griffin for no reason." Tempest looked at that boy like the lie itself offended her. I said, "Tempest, what happened?" She goes, calm as hell, "Remember when you said boxing is for emergencies?" I said, "Yes." She points at Griffin. "Well, emergency." Mrs. Sinclair opens her mouth again and I looked right at her and said, "Let her talk, you freaky gremlin, or I'll break your nose so y'all can match." Silence. Even Griffin stopped crying for a second. Tempest folds her arms. They made a circle around me at the park, all 6 of them. Said I had to pay a toll to walk through. I said, "A toll?" She nods. Griffin said if I didn't have money, I could pay another way. My stomach dropped and she says, "He told me since I was pretty, I could kiss him in front of everybody to prove I wasn't scared." Oh, now we're in demon territory. I turned and looked at that little boy so slow he almost disappeared behind his mama's hip, but Tempest wasn't done. When I said no, he started talking about you. Now I'm listening from the soul. He said maybe I was scared because I don't have a dad around. Then he said you were boring, and that's probably why no man stayed. That kitchen got quiet. Even Mrs. Sinclair shut her mouth. I said, very calm, "And then what?" Tempest shrugged like she was explaining weather. "Then I felt disrespected on your behalf. That almost took me out." She goes, "So I tackled him, locked my knees on his arms, and started punching him in the face." Then she pauses. "I think I got like 23 in before adults ruined it." One of the boys in the back whispered, "She did." Mrs. Sinclair screams, "This is insane." I said, "No. What's insane is your son running a kissing toll booth like a tiny unemployed pimp." She starts stuttering. "They were just," I said, "6 boys cornering 1 girl ain't a game. That's the opening scene of a lawsuit. Now Griffin is crying for real. Snot, blood, regret, just a full sampler platter." And Tempest still frowning at him, still looking irritated. So I kneel down and go, "Baby, it's over. You're safe. You did what you had to do." And she looks me dead in the eye and says, "Yeah, but I still wanted a few more punches."